here once more.
Yeah, we are in, ready to go.
Hala Madrid pushing it up. Going for a shot into
Siege,
goal.
wow.
Got the nice alley-oop pass there from Hala Madrid to Siege. Great shot by Siege. Early first goal again by MC.
Siege is their main defender, so it's interesting that they just he just went forward there. I'm curious on why they did that. I mean, it worked out here.
Alright, so
I think just spawning.
Yeah, so it looks like they've got the ball. They've taken it back to their key to try and reset the field. Passes to Pink Panther. Shot passes it down the field to Bongo.
Bongo.
Covered by Siege. Siege is a notoriously good defender. Madrid comes in for the assist. They pick the ball. They get the interception and to get possession of the ball away from them. Specs has the ball, pressured by Spook Boy. Ground pass to Madrid.
Looking for Nagi here.
Oh, ground pass gets caught by Arium. Good stalwartness on catching that ball. Got Spook Boy kicking it to downfield. Siege does that extra effort header. Pink Panther gets it back to Specs. Specs pushing it downfield. Got plenty of room here.
Nagi's open. Nagi's free in the box.
Aldo's on the right.
Over to Madrid.
See what he does. Oh, gets tapped by Pink Panther there in defense stance. Bongo's
nice
pushing
clear
up.
By Sunny.
Specs uses the headbutt to get a little bit closer, pushes it right to Wagner, who comes up and recovers the ball. Back to reset for Manshine City. Siege, risky shot pass all the way down the field to Specs. Can't believe they didn't
just to find Specs.
A little bit of back and forth. A little bit of back and forth here. And too short on that lob pass. The ball will come back downfield. Specs pushing up. Resets to Wagner. Also, if I'm talking too much, please just let me know.
You're all good. I'll probably just try and jump in when I can. I'm very new to commentating and
yeah, I'm trying to work on mine as well because I'm casting for 2 different leagues now, so I want to try and get some practice.
You sound very clear. I can definitely learn from it for sure.
Hala Madrid does go to the pass, doesn't go through. Pink Panther passes it down the line, covered by Specs by Bongo. Does a shot pass over to Spook for the switch. Nagi covering Spook Boy. Loses the ball during extra effort dribbling. Very risky move that can be. But got it back. He's all by himself here on the cross. He does the cross. And no one...
Bongo, unfortunately, the extra effort didn't get him in there. I think that caused him to miss that ball, unfortunately.
I think the ball was a little too high velocity to be interacted with. That is a thing where the ball has a little too much velocity. You can't actually touch it. They go for the cheeky in the pocket shot there, and Arium, I think that's how you pronounce that, saves it.
Yeah, it looks about right.
There seems to be, I might be imagining it, but I feel like the synergy on the passing isn't quite there for the away team this time.
For Tekkers, yeah. They're definitely trying to figure out their footing here, and yeah, they're being denied like as soon as they approach.
A lot of risky passes, not a lot of... Oh, he still gets it by even after the steal.
Wow, very interesting play in the corner by Sunny. Not a good angle, but managed to make something of it.
It was a cool looking shot, but it was a really bad shot at the same time.
Yes.
Not because he's a bad player or anything, but it was just a really bad angle. The keep had absolute coverage there. You needed a really nasty curve to get by on that. They go for the header assist pass there, but it doesn't quite go through. Tekkers has the ball back. They're switching between Pink and Bongo. Spook's open downfield, covered by Specs. Spook's got a little bit of room, does a shot pass over to Bongo. And intercepted by Siege.
They're getting it up, but it's just getting a play in the box they're really struggling with. Like the passes upfield are nice, but then they're falling short as soon as they meet the MC defense.
Yeah, once that defense bears its teeth down, they're having a really hard time getting through and making a conversion happen. Lots of really high-risk passes that don't have a high chance of conversion when you're talking about people that play at this defensive level.
For sure.
Siege has the ball, going to be pushing it up. Let's see what he does here. There's a ground pass to Specs, who's covering up the left side of the field. I keep on meaning to call it pitch. I need to get in a better habit. Fuck's sakes. Nagi on the side. A little bit of back and forth between Nagi and Specs. A little too hard on the pass. Goes right into Tekka's loving arms. A little far down the field. Sunny's got room all by himself. Wow.
Wagner.
Wow, he actually recovers from that in time. I could have sworn he was cooked.
Yeah, I thought he was screwed. I think if Sunny went top right, I think Wagner didn't have a chance there.
Yeah,
but,
I think if he would have shot the ball farther right, he would have definitely had that in, and that definitely would have been a goal for them. Unfortunate opportunity, because you don't often get those one-on-one opportunities at the goal. And it seems that
bites too.
Manshine City is getting any opportunity they want down here.
Oh, Madrid turnover.
Yeah, saved by Arium on the aggressive keep. Very good on his part.
Yeah, he definitely just protected them for another goal here.
Yeah, I think Manshine's been able to take kind of whatever shots they want to on the other end of the pitch. And I think Tekkers has been struggling to get those opportunities, so they really got to convert when they get down there. Wagner passes to Specs, who's picked up by Pink Panther. Hollow Madrid covered, and unfortunately can't get the pass off in time to get that out of there. MC Siege coming up to play. A big Charlie Foxtrot here on the right side of the pitch. They're going to lob pass over, switch over. Doing a little bit of back and forth here.
Specs comes over. Pretty far left.
Pink Panther, lob pass to Pink Panther. Great passing now on this side of the pitch from Tekkers. We'll see if it's enough.
Blade shot in tight.
Kicks it right to Wagner's loving arms.
Easy save for Wagner.
A bit far range on that shot. I think if he would have been a little bit closer to the box, he might have had a better chance.
Yeah, I find the blade shots aren't amazing outside of the box. Nagi in tight.
Yeah, I think that inside that outer penalty box is the sweet spot for the blade shot.
Absolutely.
Like just right on the edge. Bongo having a hard time getting the ball out of here. They can still do last attack here if they preserve the ball. Oh,
Nagi
loses the ball. They're trying to recover. Now, I wonder if Ari's going to do the 5-man push up the field with, since they have last attack. There's no point for him to be. Oh, they just give the ball.
Unfortunate. A fortunate fucking turnover. That was not good. It's alright.
Manshine City taking the first one 1-0. You know, these games where it's 1-0 are always the best games, in my opinion, because it means great defense is being played. The goals are earned, well earned. It's a very hard-fought battle for the victory.
Cool with these stage things that you get a chat. I like that.
Yeah, it was a great idea, wasn't it? I wonder who that came from.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I wonder too. All
right.
No, you've been great with the ideas. Very much appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We're learning.
Always happy to help.
I believe they're going right into game 2.
Yeah, I think they'll probably switch up and they'll pass the ball straight to away. So they can have the ball first on the alternate, if I had to guess.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. I didn't think about that.
It's essentially the same concept as just starting without having to remake the lobby to change who's on home and away all the time.
Makes sense.
So we'll see. I think they'll. Yeah. So Madrid. Yeah. I don't know if that.
It kind of looks like it looks like they were playing there.
Okay. Yeah. I think they were definitely playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Specs aggressive on the attack. Passes lead pass to Nagi. Beautiful lead pass. Doesn't make the conversion on the ground pass shot.
I do believe last game, I think Manshine should have had a couple more goals, just given how much pressure they were applying. They only really scored off of that first attack.
But you know what? So that first attack is the only one that mattered.
True, absolutely.
It wins a win, whether you win by 3 or you win by 6 or win by 1. It's win's a win.
Very true. Sonny looking for Bongo.
That box gets absolutely cluttered by all the people in there. It's so important that you have to open up the box if you're trying to do crosses into the box. You can't just crowd the box all the time. You're just having big risk for turnover.
They need to try and go in there fast, like absolutely, like super quick before rest of MC gets back.
Ooh,
they had, I think MC had 3 players.
Right into Panther's fucking shin. His shin's gonna be red after that one. Specs has the ball, passes to Siege to recover and reset the play a little bit. Nagi's in the corner to split the defense up. Specs back to Specs in the midfield. Pressured by Sonny, Specs gets past the defender and looks like he has Nagi open. A little too late on the pass shot there. A little too late. Siege covering, trying to mark 2 defenders here. Covers the cross and right into Wagner's hands. Wagner's ready for that. You're gonna have to be a little bit more creative than that, Tekkers. You want to get past Wagner's iron wall defense so far this series. Specs going up the ball.
Wagner's been phenomenal this series so far.
Specs getting a little pressure from Bongo here. Does a ground pass, but it looks like it's a turnover to the keeper. Keeper's going to take it. Nagi tries to pressure the pass, but unfortunately isn't able to tip it. Nagi will be a bit defined on field, but they got to make sure they watch for the cherry pick in case they get the ball back a little fast. Specs jumps over the ball expecting a lob, but it goes right under his feet. Nagi's here. They send it back with a shot pass. Header back to Madrid. Madrid's going for the goal.
Madrid looking for Nagi. Nagi's open.
And then the
top left header
right into the goal.
Wow.
Yeah, that keeper can stop that if he just puts a little bit more pressure on Nagi right up there up front. It's a lot easier to pressure a pass directly to you than one off to your side. But I think he was worried about the shot attempt on the front line there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think with so many crosses, like the meta's turning into players are just waiting as long as they can and then just taking the shot, and the keeper's already moved to try and protect against the cross.
Tekkers does another shot pass over to Hope Sunny, who...
Sunny really wants that goal. Sunny really wants that off-the-wall goal.
Alright, Specs putting on pressure. They do a shot pass over to Pink Panther. Overshoots a little bit. Siege is able to get it, passes straight to Nagi. Now we got a 2-on-2 situation. Arium gets that save. Nagi takes the direct shot. I don't blame him. It's not a bad shot at all. Yeah, quite a lot of space to work with there.
Yeah,
he could have got a little bit closer. Wagner, they quickly recover it. Manshine City. You know, I think Tekkers need to make more use of their possessions here. I think they're giving up the ball quite a lot and quite freely.
Yep. A lot of just clearing it without kind of looking at where it's going, unfortunately. So it's just getting picked up.
To Specs to try and split the defense up. Passes to Nagi. Nagi's got pressure by Pink Panther. Dribbling. Oh, tries to do a ground pass to get inside, but meets the defender. Gets the ball back, though. Does the rainbow kicks to get past the defense. Does the shot pass. I think he would have been better served doing maybe one more rainbow there to try and get it to Madrid for the shot, but unfortunately turns it over. Spook Boy's got plenty of room down here. Does try to do a shot pass. Gets deflected. Right to Wagner's hands. What a great reaction from Wagner. He's playing absolutely fantastic today on the pitch.
Does a lot past far left. They're looking for it. Wow.
I don't know if that was an off the wall to make him jump or if he missed the shot pass there, but it was quite a good attempt.
He might have done the wrong one. It kind of looked like he did the soft pass, like it looked like the soft lob rather than a full lob, because it was very slow.
Tekkers passes to Hope Sunny, who's pressured by Specs once more, making him waste stamina and move around unnecessarily. Goes in, goes for a shot, and just barely misses. And
wow, Wagner with the recovery.
You know, if Bongo would have done a lob header right up against the wall there, he might have been able to get Wagner to react and then shoot it in afterwards. Arium comes up, aggressive keeper play, almost goes over the line and loses the ball. Very close. Always so dangerous as aggressive keep when you get so close to the line like that. For those of you who don't know in our audience, if you save the ball but you cross the line as you're saving it, the defenders can kick it right out of your hands, even if you're in an animation. Doesn't quite matter. Ah, Nagi with the self-rainbow flick into header pass, catches him off guard and gets another goal. Manshine City leads 2-0, 2-0.
I think Arium might have thought this was going off the wall, because he didn't. Oh, it's tricky because he did the animation of catching it, so maybe it looked different on his screen. Their screen. So
hopefully that wasn't one of those like cases of scuffed keeping. Pink Panther immediately pressured by Nagi. Nagi wanted that bad. 2-on-1 here. Goes off the wall to himself to get around the defender. Very creative play there.
Possibly looking for Bongo. Bongo is free in the box, being left uncontested.
Bongo's been in his own zip code for a hot
minute
now.
Great save, great pass.
Wagner is so quick on these reactions and goalkeeping.
He very much is.
So fast.
That was a clean play by Tekkers.
And Arium not going to be fooled again by the header. Oh, but Specs comes in for the quick turnover. Nagi's got tons of space here. Arium saves that. Nagi tips it. Looks like Tekkers will still get possession of the ball here. Pink Panther pushing down all by himself. Off the wall. Ooh. That could have been dangerous. Wagner didn't quite reach the pass up on the wall. You have to be so careful doing those off the walls from so far away. It's so easy for the keeper to grab those off the wall because it just loses all the momentum and power. Now, so MC could just play for time here if they wanted to, but it looks like they're interested in scoring more goals and playing the game. Nothing wrong with that, but you know, it can be risky in some cases. Nagi gets interrupted by
Nagi's playing with them.
But it looks like we're going to go up to a 2-0 game here with Manshine City taking lead in this best of 5 series, correct?
Yes, best of 5.
So Manshine City is going to be up 2-0 on the series and a 2-0 game. I wonder if it's going to be 3-0 next game. I wonder if that's what they're going for.
Another convincing win from FC.
Yeah, Bongo didn't get to see a lot of action that game. Didn't get to play around the ball a whole lot. Didn't get to pass or intercept very much.
No,
hopefully they involve him more
not.
because he was in his own zip code for quite a bit there in that last couple pushes. All right, we're going to go into the third game of the series. Let's see if Tekkers can summon the will to fight back and try and take some games back from Manshine City. Manshine City playing really well today, Sovereign. Do you have any thoughts on their gameplay so far?
I think Tekkers needs to get some fire going. I think they're missing that finish. I think they're playing good outside of that. I think the keeping's great. I think the defending is solid. I just, like you said, those turnovers, I think they just really need to get the finish realistically. But MC is playing very, very tight, like very tight football. I feel like they've made very little mistakes in this series so far.
They give the ball to Tekkers there, so they gave them free possession of the ball, so they did alternate at time.
Okay, good.
Siege gets the header, interrupts. Ala Madrid pushing up. We got Noggy on the left with Hope Sunny in the middle. Pushes off the bar. Really unlucky bounce there. Completely denies off the pass play that he was going for. Sunny going down for the pitch on the right-hand side here. Specs is going to come up to cover him. Shot pass over into the corner. Panther is going to have to try and dribble past Madrid. Madrid putting immediate tackle pressure on. I think Panther lets him tackle it so he can get the ball back. Passes back to Spook. Good reset. Doesn't give up the possession easily. That's exactly the kind of gameplay they need at this moment in time. Bongo was on his own for a while there, but that's just the risk of those big passes like that. The defender has so much time to react and get to where he needs to be. Siege with the extra effort header to get the ball out of there and clear it. Manshine City pushing up here. Another 2-on-2 situation.
Madrid is free. Wow, great block by Spook.
Yeah,
there.
Great presence by Spook. Sometimes as a defender, you just have to exist. You know, you don't have to make crazy plays. You just have to exist.
Yeah, it's that you might do something. That's the pressure.
Bongo goes for a ground pass shot on Wagner. Wagner saves it once again. So far, it's a no-goals game. Wagner's been doing great as goalkeeper today. Goes for the self-blade shot. I don't know if that was meant to be a pass or a shot, but it almost got to Noggy right off the ball there. Pass to Specs.
Wagner's had back-to-back shutouts. We haven't mentioned that. I just realized.
What's that?
Wagner's had back-to-back shutouts. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he hasn't been scored on once this series yet.
No, not at all.
Alright, they passed to Panther, who's got Ala Madrid. They got a little bit too much pressure. RM, I think, needs to be a little bit less afraid to walk the ball up a bit farther to get someone open. Noggy taking the proverbial bait here. You know, I don't know. They worked out for them that time, but he passed to someone that was marked by 2 players. That was very risky. But
yeah, very risky.
Hope Sunny crosses, shoots to Wagner.
Great save by Wagner. They'll need to do something a bit more unorthodox, like these one-timer plays. Unfortunately, Wagner's just too quick with reacting to them.
Yeah, they're going to have to go outside the box a bit more if they want to score on this keep. Keep's a little bit far out of the box there. They could have maybe gone for a shot on the box from back there, but I don't know if they would have made it in time.
Great pickup by Specs, interception.
So another case where a possession just gets turned over way too quick. Oh, the ball goes through Hala Madrid's feet there. I don't know why that is.
That's really unlucky.
He's got 3 seconds.
Madrid's a new pickup from them. Yeah, Madrid's a new pickup for MC, and he's been doing wonders. He's been a very, very oppressive member of their team.
Yeah, I've played with Madrid a little bit myself. He's quite a good player, very talented.
Yeah,
I had a great time playing with him. I think he's a great team player, so it's a very good pick for Manshine City.
Absolutely, he seems to work with everyone.
Sunny gets the ball back from Manshine City, goes to put the ball off the pitch. Let's see what he does with it. Noggy's catching up quick, has much more stamina than Sunny does. Sunny needs to get rid of the ball so he can recover his stamina. That doesn't quite get the conversion off the rainbow there.
Not quite sure what happened there.
Ooh, tries to get a little too fancy with the dribbling, loses the ball. Siege lets him have it, lets him do the shot pass. Or sorry, the ground pass.
Siege just kind of sat
off
in
the wall,
stance
straight to Madrid. What a great pass. Noggy bangs his head against the wall to pass the ball into the wall. A little bit of miscommunication, looks like. They didn't know who was going to go for the ball there, it looks like. Noggy tries
Sunny managed to get past both strikers here.
Yeah, Siege comes in to defend. Bongo shoots it right into Wagner. They're shooting it right in the middle a lot. I don't know why they don't go for the corners a bit more. Especially when they have the
right in the logo.
Yeah, they're going right for the middle. Are they hoping Wagner will jump? He hasn't jumped this whole time.
Yeah. I think he's caught on to that. So, I mean, it's still something they can switch up now, but wow.
MC picks up a goal. Specs, great shot from Specs on the self-blade shot. That was a self-pass blade shot, if I recall correctly.
It looked like it, yeah, and he did it right in the middle of the box, like we were saying.
Right, right in that sweet spot we were
where the dot is. Right there, boom, like right before that dot.
Such little time to react. That's a very high power shot with very little time to react. Gongo's got the ball here. They're swapping out keepers. They're holding the ball till the keep gets back in. Nagi goes for the tackle there, but doesn't convert, unfortunately. Spoop's got pressure from Madrid, almost gets tackled. Specs is right on top of him. Wagner comes up and takes it. Another easy turnover from Manshine City. Orium's got the ball. They managed to recover to keep quite well. Hope Sunny's on the left-hand side. Got plenty of room. Although Madrid's not going to be able to catch up to him from here. Sony has another shot pass. No one's there from Manshine City. Specs comes up. Lob pass. Wagner not going to have a shutout today. Pink Panther scores off that lob pass. 1-1.
That was clean.
All tied up.
Clean. We need to see more of that from Tekkers.
You know, I know Wagner's probably a bit disappointed because he was hoping for a no-goal series, but that's quite good. He did really strong up until now, so that was quite good.
Absolutely.
Back to 1-1. It's anyone's game. Siege has the ball, going to hold it until Wagner gets back into the box. Passes to Nagi. Nagi shot past the Specs. Uses the rainbow to control. Turns it over to Pink Panther quite readily. Pink Panther slows down. They slow the play down a little bit. Gets 2 defenders on him to open up their options. 2 people downfield here. Hope Sunny. Oh, doesn't grab the ball. Pink Panther's got it.
Panther in alone. Left completely alone.
Wagner,
wow,
what an aggressive play from the keep there. Doesn't want to let him do his antics or his game at all. Shot all the way to Nagi, who's all the way downfield.
Holy.
I thought he was going to get to shoot that.
Got through.
I thought he was going to get to shoot that.
I'm super shocked that got through even in the first place. I don't think Nagi expected it to get through.
Oh, what a great dribble from Specs, but unfortunately gets 2-on-1 and loses the ball. Siege coming in to defend on the 2-on-1.
Blocking the cross.
Wagner comes up again, forces Sunny to move, and Wagner's able to come up and get the side. Great pressure from Siege, great presence. Unless Manshine City can score here, we're probably going to be going into some overtime. Hope Sunny is going up the field, over the pitch here. Passes the Bongos wide open on the left. Just slow down here, wait for his teammates to recover. Passes right to Wagner, not sure where that ball was going. Another wasted possession, it's so disappointing.
Nagi in.
And Nagi takes it home. That's it.
Holy.
A nice 3-0 series here for Manshine City, who took it home with Nagi's great shot there, 12 seconds into overtime. What a great clinic put on by Manshine City during this series. I think they just played well, did great offense, played good defense, and made the most of Tekkers' mistakes. How do you feel?
I feel pretty much exactly the same. You took the words right out of my mouth. Realistically, that was a very straightforward series. I think Tekkers had signs of life, but just weren't able to keep up in some of those high octane opportunity situations. Like MC was just all over them from start to finish on all those games, and it seemed very much in their court for most of that series.
Absolutely, I really think that Manshine City really just made the most of their opportunities, and I think they just I don't think that Tekkers played bad per se. I think they got outworked. I think they definitely could have made more opportunities of their passing and such, but quite well either way.
So we have the captains of MC jumping in. We have Nagi and Siege. How's it going, boys? Congrats on your win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Going good.
Alrighty. Well,
Siege is the main interview guy. I'm just up there doing my thing. Siege is there.
All right.
Okay, Siege is the PR guy.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We'll let you in here anyway. All right, Siege, I got a question for you, man. How do you stay calm under pressure in these high intensity? Was this your first league match?
First league match, yeah.
Yeah. So how do you keep the nerves down going into something like that?
For one, I think it's a familiar opponent. Tekkers is pretty good and they're always improving, but we've played them I don't know how many times at this point, but we scrim against them all the time, so that helps as well. But in general, just we've been non-stop scrimming against top teams. It's definitely taken away the pressure of these games.
Absolutely. We definitely think you guys had the edge over that team for pretty much the entire series. It was a very straightforward approach. I think none of you were trying anything fancy. You were business as usual is what it appeared. Necro, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I've got a couple questions if you want to do some back and forth on questions.
Yeah, go for it.
So Siege, what do you think that your team could have done better this game, and what do you think that Tekkers could have done better this game?
I think for us, I think we probably could have retained possession a bit better. We passed great, I think, but just a bit of.
I don't know what game you were playing or watching, but you guys took great opportunity of your ball possessions.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, we had lots of possession, but I feel like we could have just had a bit
capitalized more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one thing we noticed from Tekkers that game is they weren't making very smart passes. There was a lot of silly turnovers that led to a lot of missed possessions and a lot of opportunities for you guys.
I just want to jump in there. I don't think it's per se like Tekkers' fault. It's just like maybe it's our press, you know. We're trying to bait them into those situations, and that's just how it goes. You know?
No, sorry, let me clarify. I'm not trying to say that they were like playing bad or anything.
No, yeah, of course.
You know, you guys are all talented players, but you all just seem to make more opportunity of the ball movement down the pitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say as my answer for what Tekkers could have done better is just a bit crisp passing. It makes a big difference in this game, and we've had games as well recently where our passing hasn't been on point and our opponents just outpass us, and it's essential in this game for sure.
Yeah, I want to add also that from the beginning we've been scrimming against Tekkers since like I don't know, it's been like 2-3 weeks now, and from the beginning of what it was to what it is now, like the sky's the limit for them, and they have just,
vastly improved. Yeah,
vastly improved. Like it was 4-0 before, and now it's like 1-0 game, 2-1 games. I want to give a big shout out to Wagner there. He made a lot of crazy.
Wagner was absolutely cooked.
Yeah, Wagner was
goalkeeper
gross
today. He was insane.
Yeah.
Big shame he didn't get the no-goal series there, but it was still quite a good effort from him.
We were rooting for it, unfortunately. We try not to play any bias here, but just he was playing so well, we thought he deserved it.
Yeah, Wagner's an iron wall back there.
The beautiful part about this game is whether you win or lose, you always learn something and get better. And, it's a scrim. This was a league game, but there's going to be plenty more in the future. And, scrimming against a familiar opponent like Tekkers for you guys, it's kind of like another day at camp, right? So I'm sure you guys will have some more variety of opponents down the road too.
CJ got one very... Oh, yeah, go for it.
I just want to add one more thing. For Tekkers on defense, you're using your extra effort too early. Right? That's got to be your last resort. That's if I see someone extra efforting to try to catch up to me, I'm extra efforting past them, and then it's a one-on-one with the goalie. So try to retain that. Like, even if you're behind me a little bit, get back your stamina a little bit, and then go and attack.
Because the ball carriers at a stamina disadvantage when they're pushing down the pitch, because they got to use more stamina to push the ball, to run, and all that. So if you just manage your stamina a bit better, you can run down the field a bit better as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Great advice from you, Nagi. Appreciate that. I'm sure
wonderful.
Our listeners would like that too.
It's in the name. It's extra effort. It's not lead-off effort, right? It's a desperation play. Siege, I have one very specific question for you, and I was talking about this when it happened. So, I have never seen you do this watching you, and you didn't do it in the games that I played with you, but the one goal that you scored on that first game, you decided to right off the kickoff, you ran straight to the goal and went for it. Is that a situation that you do often, or is it because of the spawn? What made you decide to do that?
That is just a kickoff spawn thing. We run that play pretty often. I personally call it the day one because it's so frequent. But we'll try it out every once in a while. Just whoever's spawned the farthest forward.
Yeah, I think
that's cool.
Spoof, our coach, by the way, our new coach is Spoof. So I think he has his hand up also. Sorry to cut you off there, Siege.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say it was also a pinpoint pass from Chosen or Hala Madrid.
It was a perfect pass. Like it was honestly right on the money. I think everyone was shocked when it happened. But no, it's an interesting play, and because that's the thing. It's like there is until this game comes out with putting people in their positions right off the spawn. I'll bring the other guys in here in a second. Upon even with the whole goaltender switching, so many goals happen during that time. So it's interesting to see teams play that role. Like for example, if Wagner is in a completely opposite spawn, it'd be interesting if you guys set up plays where Wagner does have to play the ball before going back to net. It's something that I feel like a lot of teams aren't focusing on, and that was a prime example of you guys basically won a game over that play.
Yeah, I think Spoof has something to say about that. I know Spoof ran us through drills on that kind of stuff.
I'll bring him in here. Spoof, Specs, what's going on?
What's up?
Yeah, no, what Nagi was saying, we talked about this like in the early days of Manshine. Like, you spawn in your role, hold that position until we have possession of the ball and we have control of the flow of the game. And I mean, we talked about me and Nagi and Siege before even Nagi and Siege came over to Manshine and PXG, before we even were Manshine and PXG. We would talk about it when we would just run ranked pubs together. Like, we would go over all this stuff. And so it's kind of cool to see it happen in like a bigger setting and be like, yay, I called for that. Yeah.
It is super important just to, before you all swap into position, just to get into a safe spot to do so, because so many goals are conceded in that transition moment.
Especially if the other team knows that's what you're doing every play, is setting your goalkeeper up, so they'll try and attack and take advantage of you if they can.
For sure.
I think it's a concept that's glossed over in a lot of ways, so it's nice to see you guys are, you know, paying attention to that. And I think if they don't change that, like if they keep it as is, that's going to be a pretty polarizing play that like a lot of teams are going to need to focus on, and I feel like they haven't. Like I don't think I've ever heard any team actually say, you know, off spawn we're doing this because of where I'm spawned. Like, it honestly reminds me of Counter-Strike. Like, it's like a Counter-Strike, like, oh, we're rushing B because we're spawned here, and that's essentially what that was. Is, you know, even if someone's not in their desired position or where they excel, it's, you know, Siege has been having to practice to score some goals in those situations because of that exact play. So Specs, you got anything to say, buddy? How are you feeling?
I want to intro Specs for a second. Specs had to play a whole new role, right? He's used to the striker and all this, but because of the talent that we have on the team, he's been having to play a little bit more on that CDM role, helping on defense and attack, and it creates like a really nice 3 up front when the opportunity allows it, and he's been doing great on defense as well.
Did notice Specs playing a bit more on all sides of the pitch there. It was great to see him opening his wings and flying around and stealing the ball and passing the ball and shooting the ball. He was all over the place. He was really well played.
We just
yeah, that was really my first time trying it out, but I think I did good for the time being.
We just as a group thought that our best lineup would include having, like, why not include our best attacking talent all in one lineup? And having Specs in the CDM role allows him a lot more space to dribble than up front, and he is one of our best dribblers. So it's just all falls into place, really.
As soon as he went for that blade shot, I was just like, oh, okay, that's the Specs that I was expecting. But it's so when it did happen, I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, he's been waiting for that all.
Yeah, I was waiting for that the whole time.
Just a mention for you, Manshine, and for Tekkers as well. I will have this recording from the caster POV available for both of you. If you would like to review it or whatever you'd like, I'll send you the link once I have it uploaded. That way you guys can
that'd be great, Mike. Absolutely, yeah.
Just before we close up here, because I want to give you guys some time before your next set, I wanted to ask you about your next set. I had a brief conversation with Nagi today, and he said that you expect it to be a tough matchup. How are you guys feeling, you know, after this? Did this boost your confidence, or are you worried that this maybe might have given you some bad habits going into a tougher set?
We go into every game the same mentality, you know, try to start off strong, keep it going. Doesn't really matter who we're playing, we're going to play our game. And yeah.
I definitely think it will help to come off a win as well, though, especially in my opinion, as we were passing very good in that series, I think.
I also feel like playing a game, like a series back to back, it keeps us warm for the next one.
Absolutely. Sure. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I have. I think you guys played phenomenal, and yeah, it was a ton of fun to watch. You could have let him have a win. That might have been a bit more interesting, but regardless, you guys played great, very convincing. Necra, you want to send us off here?
Thanks again, Manshine City, for coming out and letting us cast your game. Great performance by you guys. Great performance from Tekkers all around. Thanks to everyone who came to watch, and we'll see you next time on the pitch. You guys have a great night, okay?
All right, GG's. Good luck in your next set, boys. See you later.
Appreciate it. Have a good night.